Choosing the right institute is one of the most important decisions of an A-level student. Facing A-levels not just academically strong, but strategically and also mentally will lead you to excellent A-level results. Dr. Sanjeewa Darmawardhana lecturing on advanced level physics. So if I forward the question, a question like this. Most of the time, parents and students struggle on choosing the proper institute or else the proper instructor or the teacher for the most, as their opinion, for the most hardest examination, or in the countrywide opinion, one of the most important examinations or the milestones for the students to achieve their university dream.
True.
So, what matters, an institute or a teacher?
It's like this, Masha. Now, I think we have to pick few things here. Number one, I don't know whether it's relevant to your question or not, but basically, number one, the very first thing they think of is the teacher and the institute, as you asked. But honest opinion, they need to pick the subject first. Subject. The subject means the subject stream sometimes. Now, I'll start from there. So, how do you need the subject or the subject stream as the first option? Majority says, we like to do science because I like to do maths for O-levels, science for O-levels, and I like to do science for A-levels. The point here is, it's not merely your likeness. It's not merely your likeness. It is the combination of likeness, the commitment you like to do, commitment you are ready to compromise, things you compromise for A-levels. Number three, the skill. Sometimes you may not agree with me because it's not the skill. Skill can be developed. Yes, there are certain skills you can develop, but you need to have the basic skills of it. Now, since it's physics and in science stream, or the physical science stream or the biological science stream, I'll tell it in a little bit of a biological factor, because every human being having two sides of the brain, left brain and the right brain. So you can't change it. I mean, the surface level at least, you can't change it. So there are left brain people as well as right brain people. Left brain people have the several skills, inherent inborn skills. Right brain people, they have a different set of skills. Very rarely, I'm not telling factually, but say 0.01% may have that, inherent inborn skills of each. We are calling them all-rounders, and but still their brain is a little bit biased to one side anyway. So based on these, huge portion of your biological life, you need to pick the subject stream very seriously, considering your likeness, your skill, as well as the commitment you can give here. So then, yes, I'll come to that question. So then what is the next? Okay, I have selected my stream, say physical science stream or biological science stream. In that case, then you need to pick your mentor. Mentor. So who is the teacher? What's the school you are going to go? There are, popular, names of schools for different subject streams sometimes. I'm not going to mention anything here, but practically, based on the teacher. Because we have that, this school X consists of good science stream teachers. School Y, they have very good, commerce stream teachers. So it's like that, based on the teacher. So after you picking the teacher, yes, I prefer the format of the class or the institution where the teacher teaches. Why it matters? Why the institute matters? Several reasons. Number one, the institute culture. The culture of the institute. Now, what format it runs, whether it's like a student-oriented place or the money-oriented place, honestly. Right? So student and results-oriented places, the institute management-wise, they are ready to compromise the monetary advantages to a certain extent. Because I mean, to run an institute, you need money, and it's a kind of a format.
Exactly.
That's a different thing. But the orientation, the psychology in the institute, psychology of the management. So are we treating students? We are not selling education, we are providing education. That culture matters. That culture impact a lot of technical things in the format. For an example, the number of students you are getting into a class. So depend on the institute as well. The teacher I have that personal experience with me. Why I pick Sadhana? Why I pick Sadhana to teach? One reason, because it's flexible to my requirements. What are my requirements? Those are the important parts. Now, if I want to do a small group class, so they are ready to provide the small group class environment. If I want to do a whole class, a little bit of a majority people, like 500, 600 people in a class, they provide that facility. The institute is flexible on that. So if I want to conduct an exam, now say for an example, I have 50 students in one class, and there's another class with 500 students. So now I want to conduct an exam for 500 students. So we can't conduct this exam in the same format, like, students sitting together, and it's not the exam mentality. So that's why I said, like, institute matters, because institute must have that understanding. Yes, this is an exam, so they need to get that exam environment. Sadhana provides me classrooms. Say, if I don't have a good classroom, they will provide several classrooms to conduct the exam the way I want. More. I think I have time to elaborate.
Sure.
So, more. Say, if I want to conduct a parents' meeting, now when I tell that the parents' meeting, students really get scared. We have that experience. We don't like parents' meeting, because parents' meeting, usual parents' meeting, focusing on bringing the parents and tell all the mistakes and problems we have with the student. So now Sadhana format, my format matches to Sadhana format, because if I want to conduct a parents' meeting with the intention of developing the students and get the parents' support, to prepare the students, give the students the moral support, what they need from the family, because they are spending only 4 hours with us, but entire 24/7, except those 4 hours we are teaching them, they are spending with the family. So in that environment, they need some facilities. Facilities doesn't mean like, the physical facility, sometimes the mental facility, the freedom. So whatever we want to discuss with parents, to give the professional opinion, how to handle case by case, because you understand that, education cannot, it is like medicine and education, you can't give a common solution for everyone. So one student is different from the other. So inclusiveness of the process matters the most. So if I want to address the parents individually, if I want to address the parents as a group, as whole, so always Sadhana backs me. So it supports me for my process and give the facilities, provide the facilities, what we need as teachers to do it. So I think I answered the question. Yes, my first option, you need to select the subject stream, subject, your ambition to match that. So which teacher guiding you for this process? And third, the most important thing, the institute, the culture of the institute and the facilities. Again, not the ACs, not the cushion chairs, not the facilities I'm talking about. Academic, technical facilities wise, Sadhana provides me everything as a teacher. So whatever I need, whatever I request, so they provide it, and that's on behalf of students. We request them and they provide, and that keep the process smooth for our teaching learning process.
Thank you, sir. So there was so much of advices for the students, for the parents when they're struggling with finding the proper institutes and the proper instructors for their A levels or the advanced levels. And I'll be not asking about more advices, but still I'll be asking about if a question rises up as for a student or a parent, why should I choose Dr. Sanjeewa Darmawardhana for my physics without introducing by me? It might be more appropriate or more suitable for giving an answer by yourself, sir.
Again, as a professional, I can't tell them to select. Why selecting me? Because this is also tricky in that way. I never ask my student to pick me. But I will tell you the answer this way. How do you pick a teacher? It's generic again. So why? What do you expect from a teacher? Students, they don't know, honestly, what to expect from the teacher. When you're coming to an institute to learn a subject, what do we need to look at? So I'll give you generic advice for everyone to select whatever the subject, not me. Number one, teacher's qualification. Why the qualification matters? The qualification implies whether teacher knows this subject content well. Sometimes student used to attend classes with undergrads. Some teachers fake qualifications. This is what is in the market. Sometimes the qualification is for something else, not for the subject. But there's a qualification, right? So, number one, the qualification of the teacher. Whether how much it is providing you the confidence, whether the teacher knows the subject or not. Two, the experience. Because it matters. So, I know in person, I was doing classes for pocket money, home visiting classes when I was an undergrad. That's totally fair enough. And the students also attending to the class with that understanding, okay, so this is just a support thing. But now the tuition, the main class they select is the playing key role of getting a good result. So the experience matters because I know the way, the methods I teach students when I was an undergrad is totally different from what I do right now after getting the masters and PhD and all. So it is completely different. That is the experience. Three, the techniques. The techniques comes with the learning process. Now sometimes you may think like it's just a presenting. No, it's not the presenting skills. Teaching is not presentation. Teaching is not lecturing. I don't like to call me a lecturer. Even I lecture in several institutes, higher education centers, universities, colleges. I don't like to call me a lecturer because teaching is a completely different process. Lecturing is you deliver something. You go to the board and you do a sum. But teaching is something. I will tell you a simple phrase for teaching. Teaching is the only profession in the society. Teaching is the only profession in the society. You provide a service to a, say, client or a service receiver. So the receiver does not need the service anymore one day. Say you go to a good doctor. If the doctor is good and treat you well and cure your illness, you go to the same doctor again when you suffer from the illness again, a different illness, because you have the good experience with the doctor. Lawyer, tailor. So when you are going to stitch an outfit for you, if the tailor is good for you and you go for that person again and again, but if the teacher is good, you will never attend the teacher's class ever again after the exam. So it is a critical profession. The only profession in the world we provide a service. You may not need the service anymore at a certain point. So that's my slogan. So the methods matters. Method matters a lot. It's the techniques. How do you do your sum? Sometimes some people think it's not just the same theory. Even Newton's law is Newton's law. Whoever teaches the Newton's law, no. The way you learn the Newton's law matters. The way you learn the Newton's law matters. So experience, the qualification, experience, the method. How fast the teacher finishes the syllabus. It matters again. Not the very last moment putting 12-hour, 15-hour, 18-hour classes online, 2 days, 3 days, different formats of work. No, not at all. So you have to have a plan how to cover the syllabus, at least giving a good allowance students to prepare for the exams at the last moment. And the last but not least, how much of time teacher consume with individuals, how much of individual attention you receive. So is this teacher is having a personal plan for you, not a tailor-made personal plan for you, not a custom-made plan for you. Because every student is different, so we have to have a separate individual plan for the students to go for the achievement they expect, because some achievements they want are different from the other person. Everyone is not there to get 3 A's. They have different plans. So how do you groom the student? How do you guide the students to go to the ambition or the plan they have? So those are the 5 key features I believe students need to focus on selecting an advanced level teacher, because that's a key critical position of your life. So after that, you will not find teachers, you will not meet teachers, you will find lecturers, mentors, coaches later, but your entire future depends on these 2 years. So I think I answered your question.
Thank you, sir. So before winding up the discussion, we were flowing through the discussion very academically, and I'll jump out of the academic part and I'll be focusing on such a question. I'll frame the question to Sadhana Higher Education Center. As a teacher teaching at Sadhana Higher Education Center, my question is, how does Sadhana Higher Education Center support the students emotionally and mentally beyond the academic side?
That's a good point, and Sadhana is special in other, different way, not the academic way, not the facilities wise, but also sometimes Sadhana is a kind of a family. So people who come to Sadhana for grade 1 or grade 2 stay here forever. Not only for A levels, sometimes even after A level they are here, like you, yeah. Right? You are also here because you are a student or the product of Sadhana. So what my point here, so Sadhana is having this, the family culture, the safety of the students, and all the teachers know each other, all the teachers know every students here in the institute, management know the students know the management person does not change today another's the counter people and next day another new management person. No, it's like lasting forever, long-term basis. These people work, they understand the vision, and especially Amita sir introduce a vision to the institute, and the teachers, Amita sir can pick teachers, and not whoever just come and knock the door. Can I join Sadhana? No, Amita sir doesn't love it in that way. He handpicked teachers, and so yeah, that is one part. And non-academic events, the parties, birthday celebrations, it's a different culture. I think it's better that we will keep it close like that and let students to come and experience it, rather exposing the full picture of it. So it's always interesting when we experience, rather listening to the experience.